So here we have the 2025 version of Roku's streaming stick. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why somebody would buy one of these. I'm also going to share with you at the end of the video the reason why I purchased my 2 units, both for different reasons, and which version I purchased to. So number 1, the first reason why you buy one of these is to make a TV that isn't currently a smart TV into a smart TV. Now, you're probably thinking everyone's got a smart TV nowadays, but there are reasons why some people like to hold on to their older technology like plasma TVs. And if you also consider that it's just a HDMI connection, so that can be plugged into a monitor, for example, that doesn't even have a TV tuner, you can make a monitor into a streaming device. And for example, I've plugged my Roku stick into a projector, so then you're able to watch Netflix directly from the Roku stick, and that's plugged straight into the HDMI port on the projector. Number 2 is that a lot of the smart TVs, the software that's built into them is just not that great. I've got a slightly older Philips TV, and every so often when you're wanting to watch iPlayer or Netflix or something, it will just freeze up. The remote control becomes unresponsive, and it's just not a great experience. You're having to then soft reset the TV, and that's not what you want when you just sit down and want to watch something. So if you want a better, more reliable smart user interface rather than the one that was loaded onto the TV when you purchased it, then the Roku stick is one of the best. So number 3 is some smart TVs, depending on the brand, will only give you a small selection of the streaming services that are available. So some brands will be tied in with certain apps. Some won't even have the apps on there because they haven't signed some sort of contract or some sort of agreement to say that their TVs will be supplied with that app. What the Roku stick does is it's a third party, so you'll be able to get the Netflix, the iPlayer, the ITV X, I think they call it, the 4, the 5, and all a host of other apps, because they're not tied into the brand of the TVs. They haven't done like a deal to say that we'll supply these and for in exchange of some money or a contract or something. So it's impartial. So you should get the whole suite of apps. So number 4 is just stopping the support. Now, sometimes the support for a particular product or service will just stop because there's new versions and everybody just wants you to go onto the new version. Now, that can be from 2 sides. It can come from the TV. So that Philips TV that I was telling you about, a little bit older, I had a pop-up to say that this app will not be supported in the future. And that can happen on slightly older TVs, and they might still work on some services, but some services will say we're going to stop supporting this particular version of this app, whether it be iPlayer or Netflix. That can also happen from Roku too. I had an older version of a Roku stick, and Roku said that they would be stopping support for that. So that is why we find ourselves with this unit and find ourselves with the new 2025 stick, which, looking at it, is a lot slimmer than before. And that is because comments from users in the past where people have said that the old stick was a bit too thick. So where you've got 2 HDMIs or 2 ports close to each other, it was stopping use of that other port because it was protruding too much. And then number 5 is you want the technological advances that have been made since the software was written onto your previous streaming stick or to your TV software. Things like being able to AirPlay something to the TV, use Apple Home or Alexa. You've also got voice control on the remote control, which means you can control it with your voice. These are the kind of features that are already out there with other suppliers like Sky. So Roku have adopted that, and they've also adopted things like the Dolby Vision on the higher models of the Roku. So it could just be as simple as you want them features. So as promised at the beginning of the video, I'll give you the 2 reasons why I purchased my 2 sticks. Now, the first I've kind of alluded to already, the Philips TV said that some of the apps are not going to be supported anymore. So if I still want that to be a smart TV, I need to feed that with some other device. Now, I've had Rokus before, super happy with them. So it was just natural that I purchased another one. So that was because the support for the TV was going to be ending. The other stick I purchased was because the actual support for the Roku stick that I had, which was like an older type of box kind of stick, if you like, that was going to be stopped being supported by Roku. So again, I was super happy with the service. So I naturally just purchased another more up-to-date Roku. I bought the basic sticks. Now, the reason why I bought the basic sticks was neither of the TVs that I'm using them on are 4K. They won't support HDR. So I'm just happy with the fact that they will give me the streaming services at the maximum that the TV can already give me, which I think will be 1080p. So let me know in the comments if I've missed anything, if you've got a Roku, if you've had to replace a previous Roku or replace it because the TV apps are not being supported. And last but not least, thank you so much for watching.